All right, let's dive into a story that's actually pretty timeless. It comes from a place called Champac Fawn Forest, and it's a tale that really gets you thinking about a choice we all face. What's truly valuable, and what does it really mean to be wealthy?
So I want you to keep this question in the back of your mind as we go through this. What's really worth more? Is it a room packed with every toy you could ever imagine? Or is it having a heart that's calm and at peace? That's the big question at the center of everything today. So our story takes us to this beautiful big forest of Champagnat. And this is where we meet our two main characters, a couple of young foxes named Chinky and Minky. Now, they live right next to each other, but as you're about to see, they might as well be living in two completely different worlds.
And this slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have Chinky's world. It's simple, it's humble, a tiny house, a squeaky old bike, and one single broken ball to play with. Then you look at Minky's world, and it's just pure excess. A massive house, a brand new shiny car, and a room that is literally overflowing with toys. The gap between them isn't just big, it's huge.
And it's this huge difference in what they have that really kicks off the main conflict of the story. It all starts so innocently, with Chinky just wanting to play with a new toy, but it takes a turn towards something pretty cruel and fast. And wow, here are the words that just cut right through. Minky actually says to her, "No way, you are poor. You don't have nice things. Go play with your old broken ball." You can just feel how much that would sting, right? Taking a beautiful toy and turning it into a way to make someone else feel small. So, of course, Cheeky runs home just completely heartbroken and asks her mom this question that's just, it's tough to hear. "Mama, why are we poor? Minky has magic toys and we have nothing." To her, it seems like Minky's family has some kind of special magic that lets them have all these wonderful things, and she just can't understand why she's been left out. Okay, but this is where the whole story kind of pivots, because in response to her daughter's pain, Chinky's mother doesn't start talking about money or possessions. Instead, she shares a different kind of wisdom, a different kind of magic, really. So her mom explains it like this: honesty, that's a special kind of magic all on its own. It's the kind that lets you sleep happily at night without any fear. It's not something you can hold in your hands like a doll, but it's something you feel inside, a feeling of peace. And that's the key difference here, right? We've got two very different ideas of magic on the table. But, the lesson doesn't land not right away. And I think that's such a real detail, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, Chinky's still a kid, and she just wants that shiny singing doll. This whole honest magic idea, it's a bit too abstract for her at this point. But right as her mom is trying to explain all this, the story takes a really dramatic turn. There's this sudden, loud noise that echoes through the forest, and the real source of all of Minky's magic toys is about to come crashing into the light. Wee woo, wee woo. Yep, that's the sound of a police siren. Inspector Cheetah has arrived, and he is making a beeline straight for Minky's big fancy house. Everything is about to get turned completely upside down. And then, boom, the bombshell drops. The inspector lays it all out. You stole money from the Forest Bank. That is how you bought this big house and all these toys. So, there it is. The secret's out. All that wealth, all that so-called magic, it was all built on a lie. And the fallout is immediate. It happens so fast. Everything that was bought with that dishonest money just vanishes. The shiny red car? Gone. All the fancy furniture? Hauled away. And yeah, even that sparkling doll, the very thing that started this whole mess, it's gone too. And this is what brings us to the story's big payoff. It's that moment where everything finally clicks for Chinky. She's watching all of this unfold next door, and suddenly her mom's words from earlier make perfect, crystal clear sense. This slide just says it all, doesn't it? The story comes completely full circle. Just look at the two sides now. Chinky's family, they're happy, they feel safe, and most importantly, they're together. And Minky's family, they're scared, they're sad, and their home is now just dark and empty. All that stuff is gone, and this is the feeling that's left underneath. As she's taking all this in, she has that light bulb moment. She thinks to herself, wow, Mama was right all along. Honesty, that's the real magic. She finally gets it. The real treasure was the peace and security her family had the whole time. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, a couple of things, really. First,
Being honest is what actually makes you happy and brave deep down. And second, all that stuff, the toys, the cars, it can all be lost in a blink of an eye. But a good heart? That's something that stays with you forever.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? A question to ask ourselves. In a world that's always showing us the shiny car and the room full of toys, what kind of magic are we choosing in our own lives? Is it the magic of things, or is it the magic of being at peace with ourselves?